Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. For those that are new to the channel, we welcome you. On this channel, we grow, we heal, we elevate, and we work on being better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. Yes, and we do it with love, grace, at our own pace. All right, so let's get into some things, Soul Fam, because it's heating up. You already know I got my fan. It's heating up. It's heating up. This trust is the core in our relationships. We're gonna discuss what trust is, and we're gonna discuss trust within ourselves, in our relationships, and trust with God. First of all, let's identify what trust is. Okay, trust for me is feeling safe and feeling secure. Feeling safe and secure. When you have that safety and you have that security in your relationships with yourself, with God, everything runs smooth. You don't have no complaints. Everything is rolling the way it's supposed to be rolling, okay? And everyone is happy. Let's talk about trust within ourselves. And then we're going to talk about trust with relationships and can it be restored, or should we just leave it at the door? All right, come on, Soul Fam. Now, when you think about trust with yourself, you have to think about the confidence that you carry with the work that you do. So if you are someone that's starting a brand, do you trust the work that you're doing with that brand? Are you trusting the message that you're sending to the public? So you want to think about how you are within. Right? Have you been doing the work to heal? Are you operating from a safe space? Are you creating a sturdy foundation? Okay, so fam, are you creating a sturdy foundation? All right, are you building your house out of bricks? Right, because when you have that stability and you have that strength and you have that courage and you have that trust within yourself, you start to develop some beautiful flowers, right? So when you have that trust within yourself, it's really that confidence that you have within, and it does take time to build. Sometimes we lose trust within ourselves because we've been so accustomed and trained to trust everyone else, right? We never practice trusting ourselves. We never practice putting work out there and giving it time to grow, right? So when you're trusting yourself, you're giving yourself that time that's needed. You're giving yourself that space, and you're giving yourself that love. Sometimes we don't give ourselves that love that we need, and we're super hard on ourselves, and it causes us to lack that confidence, which falls into lacking that trust with the work that we're doing. We seeking validation from those that we don't need to be seeking validation from. If you're seeking validation out in the world, 9 times out of 10, you're not trusting yourself. You're not having that confidence with the work that you're creating. You're not having that confidence when you look in the mirror because you're looking for someone else's opinion to over-validate your own opinion. Okay? And there's a borderline with this, Soul Fam, because we do need sometimes criticism to better ourselves, but we have to make sure that we can trust the person that we're choosing to seek criticism from, because criticism does help us grow. And you have to trust yourself when you may need someone to come knock on that door, or someone to come open your door and come in and help. So trusting yourself, it goes a lot of ways, so fam. All right, trusting yourself is being honest and truthful. Being truthful with yourself when you're looking at your results, and maybe it's not the results that you were looking for, right? Maybe it wasn't the results you were anticipating. And when you have that, and you're honest with yourself, and you trust your judgment, okay, I think I need to go knock on someone's door and get some further assistance. Okay, so that's trust within yourself and growing within yourself, and it'll take time to build. All right, when you're trusting yourself and you're building yourself up, don't rush the process, so fam. Sometimes we're so ready for the final result and we're rushing through and we're missing key points that we can't miss. We can't be missing that. Okay, that's important. All right, so fam. Now let's discuss trust and relationships. Okay. Let's get cozy so bad, because I know this is probably what you really came for. You ain't even thinking about yourself. You already trust yourself. But when you think about trust in relationships, so fam, there's layers. When you're first meeting someone, you don't want to be so closed off and untrustworthy that you become that person that's looking and fishing for problems within people. There are going to be problems in people you meet, so fam. That's just the truth. You gotta just understand that to walk forward. So when you're trying to build trust with someone, take your time. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that's always peeking around and sniffing around and looking for for a reason not to trust them, right? Because you have to. When you trust yourself, that's what you're gonna attract. When you trust yourself, and you trust your judgment, you trust God. We're gonna get to that. Okay, save the best for last. Then there's no need to be seeking for people to be a detective. You don't need to be a detective. Okay, what's gonna come to light is gonna come to light. All right. So when you're meeting new people and you're building these new relationships, don't be so on edge. Be calm and relax. And when someone betrays your trust, now, when someone shows that they can't be trusted, so fam, take mental note, okay? And you want to have layers to your trust. So give them 100%. In the beginning of the relationship, you're going to give someone 100% trust, okay? Then maybe give them, if they do something to betray your trust, bring them down to 80. Right now, it's like, okay. You don't show up on time, you're lying, you know what I'm saying? You know what people do to betray trust. Or maybe they do something where in a relationship wise, if they're cheating on you. We're gonna get to that. All right, so fam? So you wanna give people layers of trust. Okay, I give you 100, you betray it, I give you 80, you betray it, I give you 40. Okay? Strike one, strike two, strike three. Now, when someone's down to 40% trust in your life, so fam, this is really up to you. If someone was able to betray your trust 2 or 3 times, and you spoke to them about it, and they're not making any changes or trying to be better, then they're showing you that they don't really value the relationship at all. Let's just be honest. When you value something and you value a relationship, you're not going to want to tarnish it. You're not going to want to throw it out the window. You're not going to want to infect it with infectious negativity, right? So you have to really be wise with this one and say, okay, I'm valuing this relationship. Is this person reciprocating those same values? When someone is not reciprocating those same values, then you're often going to be able to accept what you see or decline. Simple. It's like they're showing you who they are. They're showing you they can't be trusted. If that's something you want around you, if you don't mind because you really like the way they laugh, okay, that's your choice. But just don't be foolish when it comes to things that are important. If you need someone to be an ear, if you need someone to do you a favor, because you've always, been that friend as well. So you have to really be stern with this. Because to be honest, so fam, people are going to do what you allow them to do. If they're constantly betraying your trust and you're being verbal about these betrayals, they're showing you that 1, they can't be trusted, 2, they don't want to rebuild the trust, and 3, that's who they are. Now, in contrast, when you have someone that's trying to be better, showing action, and is putting action behind their apologies, then trust can be rebuilt slowly. Don't let them say sorry, show one action, and you're just like, okay, you're just putting them right back where they were. No, You wanna put them at a nice distance. Like, okay, you can work your way back to where you were, but just know I'm not gonna forget. Okay? So, and when you let people know and you be honest and upfront with them, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna keep trying you. Okay? People love to test. People love to test. It's just what it is. And if people are using trust to test, hey, it's your choice to accept or decline. Now, let's discuss trust with God. This will cycle into everything that we've been speaking on. That's why I saved it for last. Because when you have that trust, that security, that safety, and that relationship with God, you'll really understand that God is not going to put you in a space that's going to harm you. God is not going to do anything to hurt you and knock you down where you can't get up. God is not going to try to do anything that you can't build yourself back up from. So what does that mean? When we get in relationships and we have a relationship with God first, then we don't have to worry about what people are doing. I trust my God. I trust that if anything goes wrong, God is going to guide me and show me what to do next. God is going to give you that strength. Okay? God is going to allow you to see the truth. Sometimes we are easily betrayed in trust because we're ignoring the truth that's right in front of us. When someone is showing you who they are, so fam, believe them. Believe them the first time is one of the best key points that has really made it easier for me to build relationships, trust other people. Sometimes we're meeting people and we're just looking for the wrong things, right? We're meeting people and we're trying to see if they use cash instead of debit. Okay, that's irrelevant, right? Why does it matter if they use cash or debit? That doesn't matter, right? So we have to start looking for the correct signs. Is someone saying thank you? Simple things. We're ignoring the simple things that matter in relationships so that we can have our own personal greed. You know, we're trying to see, okay, what job does this person have? Does this person have a job where I can get a discount? That's not something that you should be looking for. So you have to know what it is that you're looking for in people based on your relationship with God, right? How strong is your relationship and your connection with God? Do you put that relationship on a back burner? Okay. Well, just know that's what's reciprocated with you. So if you're often running into someone that's constantly betraying your trust and you're ending up with the short end of the stick, you have to rebuild your approach with relationships. You have to rebuild yourself within. Okay? And that's when you know, so fam, you got to get the right people on your team. You have to start speaking with people that are going to be more honest with you. And you have to start putting yourself in better positions. See, oftentimes we keep falling short because we keep knocking on the wrong doors. Okay? Or missing the lesson. One of the two. Okay? You either miss your lesson and you're going to keep getting the same result until you learn what it is you need to learn. Some of us, we want to grow spiritually, we want to grow emotionally, mentally, in relationships. We're trying to grow and elevate in life overall, and we're at a standstill, we're at a stuck. We're in a stuck place, right? We're in a stuck place because we're not reading the truth. We're not looking at what we need to see. We keep ignoring it for our own selfish reasons. So if there's work that you know you need to do within, there's healing that you know you need to do within, okay? Time is of the essence. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Do what you need to do today so that your tomorrow can just start blossoming and blooming and you can just start walking in a more fruitful path, right? Because I don't know about you, Soul Fam, I don't like sour apples. I don't. I don't like spoiled fruit. I don't. I like my fruit to be juicy and fresh and at its best, right? I like it when it's right off the truck into the supermarket and it's ripe, right? So if you like your fruit like that, then you got to start making some shifts and making some changes so that you get the results that you're looking for. Oftentimes, we don't get the results that we're looking for because we're not doing the right work behind the scenes. We're faking it. So we're getting fake results. Ooh. Come on, Soul Fam. When you're faking it, you will get fake results. Because that's exactly what you're putting in. So when you're meeting people, make sure you're being genuine. Sometimes we're meeting people and we have our mask on. We have that mask on. When I meet people, I don't put my mask on. I don't even have a mask. Okay? You see what you get. You don't like it? Okay. See ya. Because it wasn't meant to be from the start. So Soul Fam, when you're going out there and you're building these relationships, be true to who you are. Okay? Do the work. Do the work. Sometimes we know the work we need to do. We know the therapy we need. We know the coaching we need. We know the cutoffs that we need in our life, right? Sometimes we have people in our life that are just draining us and hindering our growth because we're allowing it. Don't point blame on them. Yeah, they're the ones doing it, but you're the one allowing it. And when you allow that to happen in your life, okay, so let's get the broom. All right, let's get the mop and let's sweep and clean some things up. Let's clean up this mess. Okay? Let's clean up this mess so that we can have better breaths. We can breathe. Sometimes we just need to release and breathe and let go of some of this stuff that's literally pulling us down. Alright, so fam, if you ever want to talk about it and have a discussion with me, my details to book a session are always below. Alright, let's get into some things. Let's work on those areas. Let's speak on it. Let's hear some truth. It's always great to have an unbiased friend there with you. Alright, or if you just want a course, or if you just need a good read, 77 Pieces of Poetry is available on Amazon. This book really gets down to some layers and to some healing, so fam. Let's get the healing we need so we can succeed. All right? And in order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is apply the knowledge, one, and subscribe to the channel and press the bell so you see when I post again. Okay? You have to make sure you're in the know. Because when you know and you apply the knowledge, you do better. All right, so fam, Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in. And I'm going to see you at the next one. Bye for now.